Yo, keep your eyes on the prize. Smooth a hustler. And Kurupt. Now, a lot of people don't know what in the world we talking about. And the people that do know what I'm talking about, they at work. they gonna see this later and be like, oh man, how did I miss that? Now, streets is a mother. I'm reading y'all comments, and so far y'all are way off. Nobody's even really grasp the fact. Like, these two are the people. Like, the comparison is kind of off. Like, why Kurupt and Smooth the Hustler? These two I put out there because these was like breakthrough albums at his time. That for Kurupt, this really put him on the map as a solo artist. You know, Corruption, that first album, that double CD out the gate, didn't really do it. But this was his best album. Streets is a Mother, that was his best work. Smooth the Hustler, this by far was a street anthem. Did not get the press like all the other CDs out, but this is a classic. You know, Broken Language is definitely a classic all day. So when people like brought it up, like Kurupt, my boy T, you know he loved Kurupt. This comparison chart is pretty wild because I was like, well, if I think about the impact at this time, you know, it's a little difficult. This came out in 99. This is in 96. In 96, Smooth the Hustler dropped out with Reasonable Doubt. It Was Written. It was so many CDs that came out. In 96, Fugees, Tupac, everybody dropping. In 96, this was a gem that kind of went under the radar. Now, we all know Broken Language is a gem. Now, Glocks on Cock was another one I used to bang. Never Die Alone. And, of course, my favorite, Hustler's Theme and Murder Fest with his brother, Trigger the Gambler. They got off on Murder Fest. Fingers on the trigger, time's up, give it up. I'm that roughneck nigga, Glocks on Cock. My brother, my ace. Now we go to Kurupt. I call shots around here. Man, that was the beat there. Now, this album had better production. The production on Streets is a Mother is something else. And Kurupt was really spitting a lot. Mine wasn't gone yet. Who gonna ride with us? You can't trust nobody. Streets is a Mother. And my favorite song on the album, Never Gonna Give It Up. I'm just a dog pound nigga. I'm never gonna give it up. LBC, never gonna give it up. and the video that my boys love so much, Girls All Pause. When them gangsters hit the gangster pause. When you went the homie. See, it was when you had Nate Dogg on the hook, you couldn't go wrong. Ho's a housewife. You ain't it without your homeboys. Step up, live on the mic. A lot of great songs on this album. Are they finally making Bad Boys 3? I know they kept talking about Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys 2 was way too long. This is a tough decision. I heard 50 Cent and Uncle Murder. You think I haven't heard that? How many of y'all even know what we talking about right now? With these two albums. I'm sitting over here. Ah, you noticed that. How the back of the albums are almost the same, how they standing by the post. Corruption. This is not corruption. This is Streets is a Mother. And I never understood why people like Corruption. I really don't know. That album was not great to me. That double CD was, to me, was a complete failure. It was not his best work. This, by far, was his best work on Streets is a Mother. Besides the Dog Pound, the Dog Food album. What's up, Newark? I'm sitting here trying to figure out which one of these albums was better. I'm still stuck. And I guess I'm gonna just break this down to which one would I pump first, like in my tape deck. Which CD would I grab and throw in there? If I want some gritty, grimy street-ish, because nothing is commercial on here. Nobody's singing on a hook on this. But the better production is definitely the Kurupt album. This is better production. The lyrics is dope. You know, it's nice. It's well organized. This is grimy. This is the streets. This is hustling. This is everything. Calling out names ain't on this one. But, and I really didn't like that song either. But if I had to choose, I would choose with Smooth or Hustlers. I'm going to go with Smooth. That's my selection. Next Level Entertainment. Of course, if you didn't know, Smooth the Hustler wrote for Foxy Brown, him and Jay-Z. He wrote the song Ain't No Nigga. Ain't no nigga but the one I got. He wrote Foxy Brown verse. Smooth the Hustler. Yep, he used to write for Foxy. Def Jam got Jay-Z to do it. And then Jay, Nas, that's why Foxy don't get no money on her publishing, because she didn't write anything. Calling Out Names is on this album? You gotta be joking. No. Calling Out Names isn't on this album. I know what I'm talking about. Calling Out Names is not on this album. Calling Out Names was on Corruption. Then I don't know why is it on yours. It should have been on Corruption. It might be on this album. Who knows? But it's just probably not listed. But I don't like that song anyway. I'm calling out names. Kurupt said it, and I'm calling out names. It was so weak. It was like the weakest thing you could ever do. Man, cause you think somebody got your girl. He sweating all over a bit. Oh, drinking my nigga. Too big and getting rich. I'm like, he sound like a scorned dude. It didn't come out dope at all. I mean, it really didn't. Calling Out Names was an embarrassment. If you were a lyrical MC and you dropped Calling Out Names, nothing in that song was lyrical. Everything in that song was pitiful. And y'all might be right. Calling Out Names might be on here. Because I know I skipped it about 1,000 times. I listened to it. I said, oh, this is terrible. He must have did this as soon as he thought his girl was sleeping with DMX. And just put this out and made a complete fool of himself. That's exactly what he did. I'm like, you made a song you're going to have to go back and apologize for. See, this back when you used to have CDs. They used to come with stuff like posters and pictures. You don't get this in a bootleg. But if I play it, it's probably on there. It's probably on a bonus track. Yeah, he called out names, but what's the point of calling out names if you ain't got nothing to say? Did you notice anybody respond to him? Did anybody respond? I don't think not one person responded except for saying this dude crazy. You know why they didn't respond? Because there was no need to respond. His actions was enough. He embarrassed himself. He embarrassed himself. I know people looking like, wow, a CD. Smooth was about that grime. He about that paper. But that hustler's theme, baby. I'm the hustler, the bracelet under the sleeve. Shots through your windpipe so you can't breathe. Ooh, man. He just grabbed me. No radio for you, baby. Dudes can't hack it. Forget tennis, I bring the racket. You get turned out like my jacket. All right, this was the hardest decision ever. But kudos to the guy who also noticed how the back of their covers look similar almost. DMX never dissed Kurupt. He didn't need to. DMX is like, this dude's a fool. That's why nobody, he dissed Nas, F Belly, F the Firm. I said, man, are you kidding? Who's a better MC? Smooth the Hustler or Kurupt? I'm telling you, it's a toss-up. Y'all think that's an easy one? That's easily done? No, Smooth the Hustler got bars. Bars for days. Kurupt is dope. He got, he's lyrical, more philosophical, but that's an MC right there. Smooth the Hustler's a MC. He will battle Kurupt. Yeah, you see, Smooth the Hustler ain't finna rap about no ancient Kemet. Smooth the Hustler finna rap about that smooth hustler on the corner of Brooklyn where you will get murdered. This album came out in 99. This came out in 96. This got slayed because in 96 you had Reasonable Doubt. You got It Was Written. 96 is like one of the best years in hip hop history. That with 95. And this just got lost in the shuffle. But you kidding me? Listen to Hustler's theme. Listen to Murder Fest. And you think, listen to Murder Fest and you tell me if he can't deal with Kurupt. You tell me he ain't in the same room as Kurupt. Listen to Murder Fest and listen to Smooth the Hustler and you tell me if he can't deal with Kurupt. Trigger the Gambler, his little brother, he used to write for his brother. Y'all all got Apple Music. Go check it out. That's an MC. This an MC. Kurupt can spit. He's more deeper than Smooth the Hustler. But nobody gonna bar for bar who got better bars. Smooth the Hustler by far. And he was writing for people and y'all didn't even know it. Do or Die came out in 95. I don't remember that in 96. When he wrote Foxy Brown's Ain't No Nigga, Smooth the Hustler wrote Foxy Brown verses. A lot of people thought it was Jay-Z, but Jay-Z did write for Fox too. But on that song, that was Smooth the Hustler. I know him and his brothers, they changed they name to the Smith Brothers or something. Yeah, it embodied Brooklyn. And this is just West Coast. It's a whole different, it's a coastal vibe. This album is West Coast representing to the fullest. This is West Coast I call shots round here. The production on this is amazing. Daz got it down and did his job. But Never Gonna Give It Up with Nate Dogg on the hooks. Everything. This is straight cruising West Coast rap. It's hardcore gangster, but it's also real rap. It's just West Coast. See, they gangsters is a little different. New York is more grimy. Out here, it's more gangster, but smooth. Now, both of these albums are the best albums they've ever put out. Because that's it, period. But this is the best Kurupt album ever. Streets is a mother. He's never had an album like this again. Blair Fresh. Follow the timeline. And then come back and talk to us. Follow my timeline, then come back and talk. Dog Food, yeah, but that was Dog Pound. That was probably his best lyrical performance. You listened to Murder Fest and didn't think so? Hold on. You listened to that and you didn't listen to the Hustlers theme. Go back, listen to Murder Fest, listen to Hustlers theme, then go listen to Broken Language. I guess you never heard Broken Language before in my life. But go back, listen to the Hustlers theme, then listen to Broken Language. Then come back. Because there's no way. Oh, yeah, you really didn't lost it then. Yeah, go listen to them and then come back. And then you'll have a clearer vision as to why people think you nuts. Yeah, when he said the cross breaker and Bible ripper, people jumped up and was like, oh my God. The Virgin Mary Ucker, the Jesus hanger. When you heard that on Smooth the Hustler's album, there was no comment stuff Kurupt could talk about that could beat that. That was the most brutalest rhyme I've ever heard, ever. They said goodbye to commercial success right then and there. The Jesus hanger. Can you believe that? Kurupt is dope, but he ain't gonna scrunch your face up. Smooth Hustler is gonna leave scrunch faces. Kurupt rhymes, you gotta like, ooh, okay, that's cool, that's dope. Like, he dope. He can rhyme. He got, he got flow. He got some bars. He ain't got no crunch your face up bars. Smooth gonna crunch your face up. I don't do requests, sir. I do. You can suggest, but we don't do requests. This is not Hot 97. This is not DJ Carcino. We do not take requests. You can suggest, but we do not request. A lot of people thought the song was called Broken English. It's not. It's called Broken Language for a reason. Bruce Wayne, you just have a terrible phone. My brother, my ace. Yeah, I'm taking Smooth the Hustler, man. To me, it's a tough call because I do love this album. It's just a matter of choice. If you from the West Coast, you gonna vibe more with probably Kurupt than this album. If you East Coast, this is your album. If you from the East Coast and you remember 9-6, this is it. Maybe you should check the album versus album list and see if I did. Because I think I did Spice 1 before. America's Nightmare. Which is like one of my favorite albums of all time. Calling Out Names might be on this CD and it's just not listed. Because it might be a bonus track. But Calling Out Names is one of the worst songs in Kurupt's history. So I don't even want to... If it's not on this album, good. Spiggity Spice 1, it's the East Bay Freddy Krueger. Cause I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping jack. Lottie Dottie, I shot up the party and left his ass bloody in the front of the party. And blew his brains. I blow his brains out his motherfucking bag. I'm from 187, not with the house shit. The niggas spark up the blum so we can blow in. Getting down with a trip in the click, trick. Yelling like, hey, yelling, come on, nigga. Nappy head motherfucker with a coupe de ville. Lights it up like Fire Marshal Bill. Cause of your house on the floor like a nigga down now do a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. A key and a half. With the AKA. That's my guy, man. What you talking about? Especially that one. With him and 40 Water. 40 Water. Man. Da-da. Ooh, da-da. Ooh. Man, y'all finna have me bumps that right now. Y'all done got me excited. You got Sibo, the bald head nut, 40 Water, Show Dog in the house. Man, all I used to bump was the Bay. Hieroglyphics, Saphir. You got Casual, Hobo Junction. You are talking to the ultimate. The ultimate. Thanks to my cousin, because he was young enough to keep up with all that stuff. He brought it all to my attention. He brought a lot of that to my attention. I didn't know, like, the younger rappers. That's how I kept up with Casual, Saphir. See, the Bay had all them seasons. They had them basically pimps rapping. The pimps just picked up microphones and started rapping. See, that's how I had hip-hop covered. Because my other cousin, you know, my younger cousin than me, he's about 3-4 years younger than me, he rapped. So when he rapped in the game and he kept up with all the young rappers, that's how I was able to keep up with them. And then I'm up with the old school. So I had everything covered. Yeah, Forte was that man. And him and Drew Down, baby, rapping Forte and Drew Down. Because Drew Down, I had his stuff before Mac of the Year. My name is Drew Down, no Mac of the Year. And he had that song out before Jay-Z put out Ain't No Nick. He had the same beat. You know, it's an old sample. Boom, 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 boom. But he had it cracking first. So when he had it cracking, they just rolled with it. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl that looked good. I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" Impala. I'm every day one day, because every day will be Friday, and you can even speed down the highway. I will play ghetto games. Name my kid ghetto names. Little Hoopty, Little Al, Little Rain. Who don't remember Skee-Lo? Skee-Lo was dope. His album wasn't dope. That just was the point. That song was tough. Oh, Domino, yeah. When Domino started doing that flow of his played out real fast. When Domino started, he made a song for Alonzo Mourning called Jam. And that was the end of his career. Come on, Zoe, and jam. Pump it up. I said, Domino's done. Yeah, I don't want to be reminded of the Wizards game last night because I'm going to get upset all over again. But I'm finna go listen to the Smoother Hustler, and I hope that guy comes back and realize he's made a mistake. Oh, there it is. Remember, boss? Yeah. I hope you didn't went and listened to Broken Language and you're back to apologize, Mr. SHP. Because if anybody from the East Coast haven't heard of that song and still talking about Kurupt that just dominates him, no way. That album is the essence of East Coast hip hop. Cause I live around white folks, so I gotta wear white folks' hats so I can blend in and I don't get killed. Who is Dorian? Somebody like, I see you, Dorian. See, well, rap album wasn't that bad. Of course, I remember Breed. And the winner is Smoother Hustler. But this is the essence of West Coast hip hop. This is the essence of East Coast hip hop. Yep, because Smoother Hustler wrote Blase Blah. He wrote everybody's rhymes. He wrote for Foxy Brown the most. He was the first writer Foxy Brown ever had. Then Nas, and then Jay-Z came along and started writing the rest of her stuff. That's why Foxy Brown gets no money off her records. So for her album credits, everybody else is getting paid off Foxy. She's getting nothing. Well, Foxy Brother probably wrote 2 lines, but nothing that made an album. Smoother Hustler wrote hits. Her best verses came from Smoother Hustler. You go back and listen to Ain't No Nigga, you're going to hear the difference. So him and Jay, they knew each other. He was always shouting out Biggie on his album. Big died. He was one of the main Brooklynites shouting out Big. Yeah, he's a Philly dude. But he went to the West Coast and West Coast out his style, his sound, but his rhymes were still vicious. They both do. So no one's really the loser. But if I had to break down the comparison as to which one would I grab immediately, and put in my tape deck first. And that would be Smooth the Hustle. Oh, you don't? Yeah, I like 8 Hype. Go back, listen to any 8 Hype song. And every song he started out, yo, shout out to my little homies, Hawk and Bird. Every song, Hawk and Bird is gonna get shouted out on every song when it open up. Yeah, niggas on the run. My niggas little Hawk and Bird. Yeah, my niggas in the house. Little Hawk and Bird. Little Hawk and Bird. And I was like, yeah, he did a good job because now I know who Little Hawk and Bird is. Little Hawk and Bird in the house. Yeah. Yeah. That story that you told was some fake bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody say we straight thugging it up. Yeah. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say we straight thugging it up. Dum 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all gonna have me jamming today. I'm gonna be riding down the street. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say we straight thugging it up. Straight thugging it up, yeah. Straight thugging it up, yeah. We straight thugging it up. Don't F with 8 bitches, sing. Yeah, let that up there on the block. On the Compton streets. So come get the beats from the 8 Chili Bam. Damn, your shit is sorrier than the Rams. You know it's on in them Compton City. He had his man Bam doing beats. I gotta keep these with me. I shouldn't have thrown that thing out because I knew I was gonna need to show what kind of halogen bulbs to get. I gotta get replacement bulbs. As you can see, all my lights are working, but I got one funky light over here that I gotta fix. See, I don't like to cut my lights off completely. That's how you be blowing them. All you gotta do is dim them, you know, and they all good. So you just dim the lights down. That way you don't blow them out so quick. Going out like we G's. I don't know what happened to Onion Banks, man, but they used to have a real band. They used to have real music playing. See, what people didn't realize back in the day was Trigger the Gambler used to sing. I don't know, what in the world are you talking about? Yeah. I remember when they had Short get on, what's his name? The Dangerous Crew, baby. Make you look stupid. Spend 1,000 loops and you still can't loop because it's not to be found. But if you do, nothing you can do make you sound like the crew. It's the Dangerous Crew, baby. The beat's kind of fat and we scaling it. Man, it's so fat like a mother uncle elephant. Sample that thing if you want. Alright, there we go. I gotta put stuff in my car so I don't forget. I got all this stuff for charity. I got in my car. We knocking that out too. Now, Fred used to do beats. That's who used to do all the beats back then, is Fred. Fred was king of the beats. I hope me one in the fridge. Water, OJ, naked juice, apple juice, garden salad, grapes, oranges, apples. I don't know. I don't know what I should be eating or drinking. Get some apple juice. Apple juice got that kick. What kind of device is that? I guess they got it so I can look. Fridge is naked. I don't think it's packed. Alright, there we go. Man, what kind of device they got? I understand kid lock, but you got an adult lock on there. I remember one time I had to try to get my keys from a baby. The baby had my keys. And I don't know what they put in that baby food. That baby, I couldn't pry them keys out that baby hand. That baby was, I'm giving you these keys. He would not let go of them keys. I'm like, this baby is strong. He think this is a game. I had to put my knee on his leg just so I could pry it out his hand. Man, what are they feeding these babies? That baby was strong. So I'm gonna start eating what that baby eating. I'm gonna go get some of that, some of that warm stuff. Drink some water. Some of that Pedialyte. I'm gonna get all of it because he eating good. What happened with Boston was atrocious, and they're a bunch of idiots. People spend their good money to go see the fight. Don't mean you get to harass the players like that. You want to tell them he suck and all that, that's fine. But you don't disrespect people like that. Woo, this apple juice got some kick. Woo. The golden juice, baby. No, this ain't no pee like Marcus was on. He was on HBO trying to tell people it was smart to drink pee. All the vitamins and nutrients that come out of the body, you put back in your body. Why do you lose all those vitamins? You put it right back in your body. So now I got all those vitamins. I'll be like, stupid. What about all the waste and all the other particles that's mixed in there? That's why it's meant to be exiting your body. Have you ever thought about that? First thing went through my head. If that was the case, God wouldn't have made it for us to take a piss. We wouldn't have to go exit waste out from 2 ways. Waste ain't good. So I'll be like, are you gonna go and take your doo-doo and go put it on a plate and eat that? It got some vitamins in it. You gonna put it back in your body? Go ahead, Marquez. I give him a plate of doo-doo and a glass of pee and say, knock yourself out. Put them vitamins back in your body. You're very lucky, John Stewart. I had to change my little sister's diaper. And I never wanted to go through that experience again. That's why I'm like, look, when you talk to me crazy, I have a right. I'll be like, look, I had to wipe you clean. Use the doo-doo and throw up and be smiling. So you can't say nothing to me. I got 1,500 on Toronto tonight. But that's for another day. This video went way longer than it's supposed to. I'm behind schedule. So let me get on my schedule. I'll holler at y'all later.